Welcome to week 9. Today is a session before the last. Let's start our week 9. So, first of all, a quick recap. We took in the last session the layer style and any questions about it or any questions about anything before starting? Okay, let's continue. Let's start our session today. First of all, we will take crop. Crop is a very important thing to learn in general, whether in a computer software or an application. But most of the time, you will need to crop your images for so many reasons. So crop is very important feature to learn, and let's try it to implement it. Let's try it in Photopea. Let's create a new project. Let's create. We don't want to create a new project. We want an image, for example, like trees. And let's take, for example, uh, okay. Let's take this image and let's drag it and leave it here. So first of all, I want to crop this image. For example, if I wanted to crop it to this tree here, so I want my all my image or all my image to be only in this area and all other area to be neglected. So I want to crop my image to. So how do I do this? This is the crop tool here. It is. You can click C on keyboard or you can choose it from here. Once you choose it, you can notice that once I click it, you find some boxes, some squares like that was visible for us when we was making free transform. But in this time, when we change these boxes, these squares here, we are not changing the scale of the image, but we actually changing the scale of the document itself. So if we made, but without changing the scale, it's only like a window, and I am seeing in through it. So we are cropping. So now I can see that this faded area is the area that I will not that will not be cropped with me, and this highlighted area is only the cropped image. So if I make it like this, so now I have this image here. So let's click here, confirm. Now I can see that all my image is only this tree here. I can work on it, and I can see that my image is still here, so I can um, move my layer, or I can change my crop again like like this, and click confirm, and my crop is getting bigger. What if you want to make the crop and you want to delete the cropped area? For example, if you wanted to reduce the size of the image, so uh, you don't need to have this image anymore. So you want all the layers to be in the same size of the new document. So to make things at least to make it like this, you need to click on the crop tool and click on delete cropped pixels, and then you can make the same things that we made before, and now you can click on confirm. Now you can see we made the same crop, but when we click here and click on our layer, you can see that it's only in at the size of our document. And you can see if I made a crop again and make it bigger and click confirm, we don't have the image as we had it before. So this is very important to know, to learn that cropping, you can when you crop, you have to remember if you deleting the cropped pixels or not. So this is about cropping. So any questions about cropping? Okay, let's continue. Let's take the ruler. The ruler is actually a very important tool to help us in graphic design. If you want to make a like a design with some aspects, or you want to make a grid, so you can put an image in a certain place and a text in a certain place, or you want to make a grid for yourself, like a layout or a skeleton. So when you finish it, you can make it like a grid or a template, so you can follow it when you do your designs. So you, if it might be for a design for book pages, or a graphic design for a social media that should match a certain criteria in the design, and should the logo should be at the same um, place in each design. So grid will help you a lot, and also rulers will help you. So how we do this is actually a screenshot from Photoshop, but as we learned that Photoshop and Photopea are semi identical. So let's go here and let's make a new create. Okay, now we have a new project. So I want now to make my rulers. How to make it? I can click on the keyboard, control and hold, and then click R like this, and now I can see my rulers here. And I can click and hold control and then click R to remove it. If you forgot it, you can click on view and then click on rulers like here. And he says to you, Control R is the shortcut, so you can get it from here and remove it from here. So let's add it again. So how to use the ruler is very simple. Is by click here at the ruler is actually this ruler here horizontally, and this ruler here vertically. So if you want to make a vertical line or a horizontal line, you can click here and drag like this, and you put it here, or you put it here, and the same thing, click and drag and put it here, and something like this. So what if you want to remove it? You can hold and return it back, hold and return it back, hold and return it back like this. So I want to tell you that these rulers are only visible for this project, but is not in actually visible as a design. So if you download it, if you saved your project as an image, for example a JPG or a PNG, these lines will not be visible in your design. They are only visible in the software, on Photopea or Photoshop. So these rulers might help you a lot in working. And also you can add some guides, and also you can um, s- add some things like a grid to help you in design. But I want to tell you very important thing. If you made a lot of lines and you want to see, for example, your design without all of these lines, uh, you you made a lot of lines to help you in designing. What if you want to remove all of them, just to see the design without the rules, and then make all of these rulers visible again? It's not practical to remove it and add, because it's a lot of time, and will be hard, and it's not perfect, and you can miss a lot of these rulers. So the better thing is to do is to click on view, and this extras means all the things that is are extra than our project, that are not visible for as a design. They are only extra to help you in the designing. Click on extras and everything will be hide. Click on view and click on extras, and all the rulers will be again visible. So this was all the thing about the rulers and things like this. So let's close our project. So any questions about the ruler? So let's now take the alignments. Alignments are very important um, to learn in Photopea. Not in Photopea, as a concept, you have to learn it. A photo like this, you can see how it's not aligned at all. Um, you can see that this monkey is up, this monkey is down, the texts are not aligned. It's not very good for a design. You have to align the text like this to be more readable and more relaxing for an eye. So how you make the alignments in Photopea? So let's go for a new project and let's try to make some shapes as we learned it before. Let's make this and let's make it in a better color. For example, let's make it like this. Okay, let's duplicate it. First of all, let's put this here and Control J to duplicate and put it here, Control J, and so on. And another shortcut to duplicate without clicking Control J and or by right click and click duplicate, there another way is by click and hold Control and click on J. Sorry, this is something. I mean, click and hold on Alt, then click with the mouse on the shape you or the layer you want to duplicate and move it. You can notice once I move it, a new layer is made. You click Alt and hold and like this and like this and like this and like this. That's it. Very simple. So all of these shapes here are not aligned at all. What if I want to align them? I can make it manually by making like this and trying to figure a way to make them all aligned, but it's not practical. So to reach the alignment tools, you have to click on the move tool here, the move tool. Once you click on the move tool, you can find the properties of the move tool up here. You can find that this align tool is you can align all these layers you selected to left like this. All layers are aligned to left, or you can align them to center like this, or you can align them to right like this. Also, you can align them up or middle or down like this. So what if you want them to not be aligned only like this, I or like this? I want them to be aligned as a spaces between them. I want the spaces between them to be identical. I don't want to be like this. So how to make it is by this alignment here, equal gaps. When you click it, you can find gaps are now equal between them all. And the same thing to make like this and equal gaps. Of course, equal gaps they are now overlapping with each other because they are many. So let's delete all of this and we only want them like this. Okay, let's select them all, make them center. Okay, once you click on equal gaps but vertically, it will be like this. It will make, and not only if they are three, you can make it here like this. Okay, let's align them center and now align them equal gaps. That's it. So alignment is very useful and very helpful, and I think it will be very good to learn. So this was the alignments. So let's move on. um, okay, in Photoshop also have these tools, the same tools but in different icons. So let's move on. I told you before about templates. I told you not about templates, I told you before about smart objects. So let's remember it by clicking File, Open, Desktop, and where is it? Where is it? Billboard. Okay, you can remember this design, right? This design we took before in a session before, and this design you can see that it is a smart object. So I made all of this design a smart object. So I can make this design without smart object, but why I wanted to tell you I wanted to make an smart object because I told you I can replace this image easily now because actually it's a smart object. So you can double click and you can find that this is the layer here, and you can replace it with this layer. And once we close this, we click OK to save it. Okay, let's save. Okay, I have to Control S to save it. Okay, let's click on here and see it before changing. Okay, let's click Control S and go here. Now you can find that our image is here with the same effects. Let's try another one. Okay, let's delete this. Okay, now we have the same image like this. What I made here actually is not helping myself only to easily replace my image with a smart object. Actually, this is called a template. A template is like when you want to, if you want to make a iron casting, for example, you want to make a middle or something like a pen, but with iron. Or for example, if you want to make like if you want to make a cake, if you want to make a cake, you have to have these cups and fill it with things, and you put it in the oven, and it will be a cake with the shape of the things that you put it in it. So this actually a template because you put some things in it and it will be produced in the shape of it. So template actually is a design but with smart objects. So you can replace a smart object and you now customized the design for yourself and for your design. So templates can be downloaded and free downloaded. You can get templates, for example, let's click Photoshop template like this. And for example, let's go to free and let's template.net. Let's try this. Okay, let's see this and let's okay. I want to download free download. Uh, okay, send me it. Okay, send. Okay. He only wanted my my Gmail, not okay. No problem. Let's now open the folders. Click on downloads and let's wait for it to download. Okay, let's open it. No. Okay, that's it. Okay. Let's open it here. Open this and drag this and open with Photopea like this and like this. Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay. Very cool. Now we can see that this template here that we downloaded have some rulers that we took, and these rulers he made for such a thing that I don't know. So let's here we can rename our everything like let's make it here El Ahli, which is a football club in Egypt here, and let's make this El. Let's make it a countries: Germany, and click here, and let's make this Egypt. So now we change it the titles here. So for the image and the background, how to change it, it's very easy. He can, if I didn't see this template before, it's my first time to download, but templates are when it's organized, it's very easy to use. Very easy to use. You can see that all the project is organized in only three groups: a group for the text, a group for the background, a group for the images, which will be in a smart objects. So he used the smart objects to make a template. Before I open the folder, I'm sure that's a smart object. And you can see it is a colored groups, so it is be um, more easy to use. Let's see the flags. Flag one. Uh, what? Okay, this is not a very good template because he didn't use it as a smart object, but it's good. So let's, for example, let's write Egypt flag and click image here and click right click and click copy and go here and control V. Now I can put it here, delete this, and this is a clipping mask, so I click alt and hold and click on the layer and then move my layer and make it smaller like this. Now I have my flag on this template, and let's make the same thing on Germany flag like this. Oh my god. Okay, so this easy, very easy to change, and the same thing for the main image. Okay, the main image is only an image, you can replace it. So this is a template. Someone made it, and you can use it as you want. So this is for templates. Any questions about templates? Okay, let's continue. Templates also called mockup. When they are called a mockup, it means that you made the design. For example, a shirt or a logo or a package design or anything, for example. So you can't sell it as this like that. You have to sell it in a better way. So you have to put your design in a mockup to sell your design in a good way. So how to make it is simply a smart objects. It's a template, but it's named a mockup. So you can download a mockup from here like this. Click on mockup for Photoshop, and you can see mockup world here. And you can, for example, let's get a very easy one. That's actually cool. Okay, let's download it. He opened for us this project here. I will tell you about this in this session, inshallah. Okay, let's download it. Download anyway. Okay, download it. Let's now go to our Photopea and click here and drag. Okay, once we opened our mockup, you can see actually this mockup is very cool. I liked it a lot. Okay, that's very cool mockup. For example, you made a design for a a ship's company, for example, like this. So let's do our work. You have to do, you can see that he organized the mockup for you. All this is the design. This is the background. You can see it. So he organized it for you and told you that this is the smart object of the back side design here, and this is the front design here. You can click on the front design. Let's get any image. I think I like trees a lot. Okay, images. Let's make it like this, and let's don't delete the design that they made. Let's make it like this only. So now we have, it's like a chips with the taste of nature, I think. So let's click Control S to save the smart object, and let's close it. Now you can see your design is here. It's very cool actually. So let's change the background, and let's hide all of these layers. Let's make it in a group like this and hide everything, and let's only the background I wanted. Let's now write anything like this. Okay, let's Control S and close it. You can find my name in the ships here, so it's easy to replace your design with this mockup. Mockups are a lot, so you can search, for example, like where all free mockups. You can see here that we have some things for bags. If you have a design for a bag, a card, a shirt, a computers, a mobile phones, um, stickers, tablets, papers, medicines, and I think this is a flyer. So you have a lot of maps actually. So it will help you a lot. And I think if you want to get in the industry more, and if you want to get deep in designing, you have to present your design or your work in thing like this, because actually it's very important. It's very important to learn. So let's return back. So this is templates, and this is mockups. So now let's move on and go to actions. So what is action? Many times you have a design that you might use a lot. So you want to make like someone, you tell him, here, I made this design by making these steps 1 2 3 4 5. I want you to make the same steps for all these designs, or I want you to make these steps when I give you a design. It will help you a lot of effort. So I will show you to understand it more. Actions actually making the work that you did. So to understand it more, let's close this, and this also, and this also, and this also. Okay, okay. Um, let's. I want to make some work on this tree, but I want this work to be saved like a steps, and I can do it again on any image I have. So I will tell you how, then I will explain it in details after it. So first of all, I will click on window and click on actions. This is the action windows. You can delete this. We don't want it, so we can make it very empty. So this is the action panel, as you can see. Um, okay. So this is the action panel. As you can see, you can make a new action set, then you can make a new action, and you can start recording. Recording is not a recording, it's actually recording the steps that you will do. So let's here start our work. Let's, for example, make a like a color lookup, and let's choose this, for example. No, let's choose another one. Okay, and let's try to write texts. You can see that it's saving my steps. You can, let's make a shape and put it like this. Let's make a layer style for our image, like this. Let's make inside. Let's make, for example, inner shadow. Let's make an inner glow. Some bevel. Let's click OK. And let's stop. Okay, so now I made some actions, some things here, and you can see that my actions are saved. Some actions are not saved actually. When I made this text here, it's not saved here. Why? Because it's a bug, an issue in Photopea. So when you find any issue in Photopea, you can click here on report a bug, and it will give will send you here. So then you can click on new issue, and you can click on, for example, action panel and a colon. Then you can write, for example, some actions are not working, and you can here write, for example, I tried it before and I know that open is not saved, uh, and I think a save also. Let's as, for example, as, like, for example, make creating a text, um, uh, open an image, save. And I will tell you another thing. There also no automate patch in Photopea. Let's give him some feedback. Thanks a lot for your effort. Sub for this wonderful tool. Let's submit new issue. You can see that the issue is saved, and if I clicked here again on report a bug, you can see that the last issue is for from me, and it's opened now, and you can see a bug or an issue before me and you can see someone saying in Photoshop we can press Ctrl Alt Z to use undo redo quickly. It is possible to be implemented in Photopea. So he is asking for a thing. So actually, this is a very useful tool. You feel that that it is your software and it's free also to use. So it's very 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 wonderful. Very very wonderful. So let's close this and see something. So this is my design. What if I want made I saved my actions on this? What if I want to make this same work but on a different image? So let's like, for example, say like see a beach. Okay, let's take this image here and add it here. So what if I want to make the same design on this? I can make it, but it's very hard. So what if how to make it very easy is simply by implementing the steps that I made before. So if we click again on window actions, you can see that all my actions are saved. So how to use it again is simply by clicking on the actions that I made and then click on apply. You can see what will happen now. All the steps that I made here actually are saved and created here, except the text, because I told you the text is not saved, and I reported an issue with it. So it's very cool. It's very helpful. It's very important feature. You can see everything happened. I think in Photoshop it will show you the steps while it is created. So it's actually also cool tool. So that was it. So let's try to make it again to be. You can see that controlling Z actually working because he actually made the steps. I can control Z all the steps that I made. So how to make it again? It's simply by clicking on window, then click on actions, and let's delete everything. Is by clicking on first of all, if you clicked on new action, he will make a folder for you and then make an action. But in Photoshop, he will tell you no, you have to make a new action set first. So let's click on new action set. So you have first to create an action set. So it's a set of actions. So let's try to say, for example, if I have a website called, um, if I have a brand named, for example, Tree. So my brand is Tree, and this is a folder for the designs of Instagram or Facebook. So let's type Facebook designs, and let's so we made a, like a folder for that Facebook designs of my brand. So let's make, for example, a new action. So this is action. This action is only for this design. For the Facebook designs. So you might have a square design, a rectangle design, anything that you want. So let's click, for example, design template one, for example, and then you make the actions you want. So is this, so we now know what is new action set, we know what is new action, and we know how to delete. So what is these two tools here? You have to apply, and we have record. So what we want to do is record. So we click on record, and then we made make things like this, and you can see that everything you do is actually recorded like this. And let's make it like this. So everything that you made is actually recorded. So now you can stop the recording by clicking here, or delete any action by clicking delete. So you get any, then you get any image you want, and you put it here, and when you are want to apply your action, you go to the action set that you are on it, like this actions, this set, this action, and it will implement the steps for you. And also you can download actions. So let's click download Photoshop action. Of course, you can export actions also, and you can save like this. Click on save, and you can see that this action is saved .atn. So you can put it on a drive or something, and you can use it anytime you want. So what we will do? Oh, okay. Free Photoshop actions. Let's see it. Sorry. Okay, let's see this snow action. Uh, Snow action here. Let's try it. And it shows you before and after. It's very cool. I want the free download. Okay. Again, download now. Okay, let's figure if I can say to him any email. Okay, he's sending. He's not downloading the other website. Okay, so I have to type my email actually. So download now. Okay, now he sent the mail. I will check for it. Okay. You can see here that I want to make sure that there is no. Okay. So now he sent me this email here. So let's figure it out. Okay, start downloading. Okay. So it's not free. You was. mm, I want the free one. Okay. Let's go here again and see another website that will give me a really free one. So let's see this. Download. I don't feel safe with this action here actually. ربنا يستر بإذن الله. So let's go here and open it like this, like a folder. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Okay, I think it will be safe inshallah. So let's to import any action we have to. My God. Okay. Okay. They don't have the feature to download to import an action. I will show you in Photoshop. I will show you in Photoshop. I will show you in Photoshop until we figure if they have this thing in any place, or we can report it as an issue that I can't import actions because it's not cool. I have to. I must be able to import an action. Sad. Okay, let's create here a project, and this is the action panel in in Photoshop. Sorry. So if Photoshop have more tools. So here load actions, downloads, and the actions here and here and here and this ATN as we downloaded, and we can see it here ATN also. So now we have the watercolor action. So let's get any image, for example the tree, and let's copy image and click Control V. It's small. Let's click HD and let's take this and click here. It's small also, but let's make it bigger like this. Okay, so we have this uh, image here. This is my first time to try this action. I never downloaded before. So we can click. You can see if I am selecting the folder, I can't click on play. I have to click on the action here to click on play, and you can see that I want to okay. Some things he will tell me okay for them. Okay, continue. Okay, it's not good action because it didn't work well. Okay, he want me to replace it. Okay, I think the problem is that there were an image. So let's try it again. Okay, he made some things, but it's not the things that I was expecting, as this website told me. But I think the idea is now clear that you can use actions like this. Okay, so let's return back here. So this is actions, and let's continue. So let's now take the screenshot. Okay, I told you before, if you want to screenshot, I have a very important tool. It's like this. I click on print screen key on the keyboard, then I drag and drop anything that I want, and then I can click Control C and go to here for a new project, and I can click on Control V. So now I have the screenshot that I made. Or I can click on the screen and click Control S, and my image will be saved on my computer. So it's very important to use the light shot because it's very helpful in the work. So let's move on. Now for the very important thing to learn is Behance. So Behance actually is a very important website because it's actually like Facebook of designers. Everyone put his work on it. Everyone have a projects for it. The benefits of Behance are many. When you want to make a work, for example, any client will ask you for previous works you did so he can see it. So you have to show him your portfolio or things you have done. Behance you can send him your Behance so he can see all the projects that you did. That's not only the benefit of Behance. That's the benefit number one. Benefit number two, to get an inspiration. You can go to it and see a lot of designs and you get inspiration of it. That's number two. Number three, you can see the design and how it made, because on Behance you don't only put a project of your design, you in the project of your design you put also the steps how you made it. Most of the time, not the steps as a tutorial, but the steps that you showing your muscles, you are showing how you did it, so he knows that there is an effort in your design. So Behance is very important in this. So this is the benefits of Behance. And also you can see who worked on this project, and one of the very important things in Behance is that you can actually know the softwares that are used in making this design. Because at any project you have to say what softwares you did. You don't have to, but most of the people do. So let's check Behance. First of all, it's named behance.net. Once we open it, we can see a lot of work here, as we can see. For example, let's click on this here. Once I click on it, I can see a title, a description, and I can see the work, the design, the image, and I can see some other images, and I can open it like this to see it more deeply, and I can see he thanks for looking, and I can appreciate it if I like it or not. And there is likes, how many likes and views and comments. If you go here, you can see the comment section, and here is a very cool part. You can see that who worked on this project is this one, and you can see that what is the tool that she used is Photoshop. What this art actually is categorized, you can see that is under art direction, illustration, and digital art. So let's try to find a multi-owner. So this is a multiple owner project, and also this. So let's click on this. So this is a UI, a user interface for a application, I think, for a web project. So you can hover on this and you can see all of these people worked on this project. You can see the title, you can see the presentation. He tells you first of all he figured the font, then he figured the colors, and so on. And you can see how he is actually building his project, and then he shows you the pages of his design. And you can see the owners of the project, the tools that is used, and the creative fields. Let's also go to, for example, motion graphic. You can see something like this. So this software, this wow, this is actually very cool. So that's a project that I liked. See these 3D things and see it's originally from this 2D. I think this is very cool project. It's fascinating me. I think he is trolling here about the art that is made before about the banana. It's very cool. Actually, I liked it a lot. You can see here that he used a lot of tools. He used Photoshop and After Effects and Illustrator. And what he did is under the creative fields of typography and type design and 3D art. That's very cool. So let's appreciate this work. So now let's see my profile here. So this is my profile. So you can see my portfolio and my work here. You can see my project views, the appreciations I got the followers and the following. And you can see all the projects that I did and so on. You can, for example, see this video colorization project. I made this project, and you can see that the, the title, the description, the steps before and after, the things before colorizing and things after colorizing, and thank you and the comments and the things and the tools that I used for this is Premiere Pro and After Effects and Photoshop, and also some Python and some Topaz video enhance AI, and this under the creative fields of digital painting, film, and retouching. Okay, so I think you have all to create Behance projects, and the benefit of it, I can click on b.net/Shorosh, and this actually is my portfolio. It's very easy to learn. It's very easy to redirect everyone to it. So actually, it is very good. It's very awesome tool. So everyone have to download Behance, and I want you all to download Behance and want you all to search on it for many designs. If any design you saw you don't understand how he made it, please uh, bring it with you the next time, because the next time is the last session, and I want you to ask about how things is done. I want you to get all the benefits from this next session, inshallah. So this was Behance. So now let's move on and go to Freepik. Freepik actually is a very important website. It helps a lot in graphic design work. Freepik is actually a website for free brushes, free templates, free mockups, free vectors, free shapes, free everything. So let's try it. Freepik, and for example, let's when you open this website, you find it's like this shape. So let's try it, for example, Eid. If you want a design for the Eid, and you can see a lot of designs. I want these designs might be for some other softwares like Illustrator. So I want only Photoshop that will work on Photopea. So let's click on PSD. This is the format that we want. So all these fonts are actually all these designs are only for Photoshop. So let's for example, let's choose this font, this design. So download and free download. Some designs are actually with money, but the most of this website is free. So let's go here and go for the downloads and click here and extract and open it. You can find the project here. You can drag and go here and go to Photopea and drop. So now we opened the design. So actually, if you have a Eid or any thing, you have to make a design for it. You can see that I downloaded easily. I can change the text, but you can see the text is damaged because I don't have this font for me. So we can see if they wrote it in the description. Uh, So he didn't wrote it in the description, so we don't know the font, so we can download it, and you can search, but we can download for now. So let's leave it like this, and we only want to change this, for example, fonts loading. Does that mean that he downloading the fonts? Okay, I think the magic is now clear. You can see that you have any thing you want. You have the background. You have the background very detailed with every piece of it, so you can use it very easy. You have everything. Like for example, these trees here, these palms here, you can move it independently, and it's also clip. It has a clipping mask, so everything here is very cool. So this is Freepik, and it's very important tool. So let's reload this. Yeah, reload. So this is Freepik, and you will use it a lot. So now for the presets. Also, you can download presets as you want. Presets. Presets, I will tell you. Let's create a new project and create here, and let's import, like example, a tree. No, I don't know. Let's put this. Okay, we have this design here. So this design, if you want to add some um, preset mean a collection of color correction. We know how to make a color correction with the adjustment tools. So a collection of the adjustment tools is a preset. So let's click on color lookup. So we have here the presets that we have, like this, the default presets. Okay, so you have a lot of presets, but if you want to download, you can go here and download some, and also go here and download some. Actually, I searched for them, so I didn't know them before, so it's very easy. Many presets here are expensive. For example, $900, $1,000 for some presets. But also there is some presets are free. You can download it, and actually I downloaded before, so you can go here and go to, I can't remember saying this. Okay, you can see I downloaded, this is a folder that I downloaded, and you can see that I actually imported them. How to import a preset? You can go here and click on load, and then click downloads, and then click here, and then click here, and then click here, and you want this file here, .c or .cube, or any extensions that he told you about. Like when you click here and you click here, you can see that load ICC dot or dot cube or dot look or dot 3dl, and you can see that this roadrunner that I downloaded, and you can see that a lot, there is a lot of these presets that I downloaded. So you can download presets as you want. So that was for the presets. And I want you to remember, so I want you using Lightshot to make a screenshot for this, and want you to make this picture here, which actually a negative, a camera film, an old camera film. I want to change this to this, and I will give you like 5 minutes. Okay, let's continue. First of all, I have to make a screenshot to take this image, and then go to Photopea and click File New and Create, and click Control V. Now I have my image here, then I want to invert it, because this is a film and this is the key of the tutorial. So we can click invert. Now the image is clear. We want now to improve it, so we can, for example, click on color balance, decrease the cyan, increase yellow, some green, I want it like this. We can duplicate this and merge these three layers here and click on, for example, filter camera row, and we can change it by increasing the temperature like this, decreasing the exposure, the contrast, the vibrance, the saturation, and click OK. Okay, I think it is now better. So this is before and this is after. This is before and this is after. So this was the image. So it was a break, and now let's go to after the break. For first of all, now we actually finished Photopea. Finished all the software. If you we opened this like 99, let's say 90%, 90%, but actually the majority, if not all the tools in Photopea now, you know it, or we took it, or you have it, and you have the videos for it. So what I want to do for the rest of this session is some theoretical things and some guidelines, some advices, because we have to remember the things that we that put us in this course for the beginning, from the beginning. So today's session, uh, the rest of today's session, we will take only theoretical things, and the next session we will take um, I will tell you. I will tell you after this session. So let's go to the theoretical thing. First of all, we all have to remember the tools don't make the work for you. Actually, this is a slide from another course I made it before. So you have to remember that tools don't make the work for you. So Photopea, you have to practice it a lot so you can feel more relaxed with it. But Photopea will not make the design for you. The design is made by thinking, by trying to make something good, and it's not easy. So you make the design, not the tool. You have to remember this, because Photopea or Photoshop or any other software, you can make greatness from a pencil and a paper. So this is a very important advice. You have to also always remember that tools don't make the work for you. Second thing, we have to remember that graphics is only about primitive elements. To make any work, any graphic design, the word graphic design is made from two words, which is graphic and design. The graphic means the graphic elements that we make from it the design. Um, to be clear, I mean the lines, the colors, the shapes, the textures, the space between shapes, and the form, which means giving some layer style to make it more realistic and 3D. And the typography, and the image is also an graphic element, and also the 3D modeling, which we don't learn it in this session, in this course. It's another field, another career, another path. So this is actually also a slide from another course. So I want to tell you that graphic elements, you have to remember that is a primitive elements that make any design for you. So graphic elements on itself have to be combined in a way to make a design. The the verb to combine these elements is a design. So design is some principles to combine these elements to make a design, to make a product. For example, there is some design principles such as composition, balance, alignment, repetition, and contrast. So let's take one by one. So we have a composition, which means to composite all the things you have in one place like this, and you have balance to that will balance your designs like this. So you have the balance. Not means that you have two identical parts. Um, Balance don't mean that if you have this thing on the wall, you have to have it here also. No, balance means that if I have this thing, I might have a cup here. Balance only give you a balance of the image, not an identical left and right. Alignment we took today. Repetition is as a pattern we took also. Contrast we took to make some contrast in the image, to focus on things other than other things. Negative space and hierarchy and symmetry is things that is not like balance. Symmetry, right is equal to left, and asymmetry and the grid that we took. These are all the principles that help you in designing. So we have to remember this. So when you combine graphic elements with design principles, you get a graphic design, which a combination of lines, images, gradients, and their style and typo. All of these are made of some primitive graphic elements. So it's not easy. Sorry. So it's not something hard. So you only combine them with your thinking and your idea, and you can produce it. So now I will show you some slides. The slides are explaining that these graphic elements and design principles in a better way. And these designs or these slides I took from a presentation of Ala Eid. Ala Eid, she is one of the greatest graphic designers in Egypt. Me and Muhammad Ramadan, we was the head of the media committee in a student activity in Egypt here. So we was responsible on the media production. So we wanted someone very professional to train our team for the graphic design. So we found Ala Eid, which was in our student activity before us many years, not many years, a couple of years. So she helped us a lot, and she made a lot of effort, and she made this very good presentation. So shout out to Ala Eid. So I this is her Behance. So I put it here so you all go and follow her. Actually, she helped us a lot and was all free. So now I will show you some things to explain the graphic elements and design principles. And this slides is made by her, so I wanted to shout out for her and thank her a lot. So now let's open PowerPoint. Okay. Design elements. Design elements is like lines like this. Lines can be used in a design like this. You can use it in infographics to make a structure, to stress on a word like this, to make a border between some paragraph, to line in a structure like this, to divide the sections, to make it as a decoration or something like this. So lines are actually used a lot. Shapes can be shapes the things that we took in Photopea. It have a height, it have a width, it have a border and a fill color. We can use it as a negative space that we can make a square. Then we can remove from it a circle, as we took before with the subtract. You choose a shape and then subtract and use the circle shape, and then use the you can we can do it like this. We have the rectangle like this, and then we want to make a circle like this, and we want it to be subtracted like this. So this is a negative space. This actually my brother. So let's continue. Shapes can be geometrical shapes or organic shapes, and we talked before how to make an organic shape or a custom shape. And shapes can also be used to make some form or some shapes that look like a 3D. And also we took typo, which text, which is very important part of the uh, text of the graphic elements. And you can see here an explanation for everything in lines. And you can see that fonts are categorized for some categories. Like for example, sans serif is the fonts that don't have these extras here. This extras means that this font is serif. Serif is used for more professional and formal work. Sans serif can be used as a casual design. There is also slab serif rounded, which is more casual or maybe for some designs for school projects. There are also script and black letter feel some vintage or historical. You can see this decorative, and it's not used a lot except in specific some designs. And you can see abstract, which may be used as also a logo. And fonts must be chosen wisely, not dropping fonts all the time. So fonts in the design like this, you can see um, it's not logical. So this is um, more feels more logical as a design, more formal for the topic. And also fonts can be used for very important thing is to make someone notice anything. When you see this design here, I am sure that you read it like this: get noticed, social media for small business and entrepreneurs. It didn't get your attention, but you can, when you see it like this, get noticed, social media for small business and entrepreneurs. So actually it's only a fonts, and fonts made a whole design for you. It's only a color and fonts. So you can make a design for very few tools with a very primitive tool. So it's all about thinking. And also we have some image textures and patterns textures we took before. And I show you this image before. Now you know when I got this. uh, this only the things that I took from here is the previous slides, previous sessions. So this is an image without textures, where this is an image without textures. And you have colors, and you have some series to colors. You can't put colors like this. You have to follow a theory or your sense. But this is not very cool. It's very unsatisfying. This is more logical to make a design. So you have to use your graphic elements wisely. So this was the graphic elements. Let's check the principles of graphic design. The principles of graphic design, you can see that is a way of thinking. It can be as the algorithm, the steps to make your design. So you have some principles and fundamentals in designing, like scales give you some uh, techniques to make your design. For example, like this, here you can see this design, that this big face is the main character in our movie, and very small face means that is the minor character, but it's in the poster, so it's only also a main character. Here you can see a big font, small fonts, big map, small graph. Here also you can see some things like scale gives you a very cool designs. Repetition, repeating things actually give you a cool design. Repetition helps to tie individual elements together like this. All these elements are now one entity. Negative space, negative space is a space in between like this. So you can see that I can made he made a man from a negative space like this. It's a horse and a man on it, and there is a no man, but you can see it. The same thing for the others. Symmetry. Symmetry shapes give you some things like this. It's very cool. Transparency. Transparency. We didn't use it in a lot in our practice, but you feel like it's not very important tool, but it's very important actually. Transparency can be used in many things. For example, in these colors to be faded with each others gives you a lot of a very wonderful feeling. Transparency also with these shapes here, with these faces here, gives you a lot of cool feeling also. Balance. So this actually many faces, but some different opacities over each other, and we took opacity. And for the balance, here you can see the balance ensure no one element overpowers others. It's the thing that I told you. We don't want this mic to overpower the image in front of you, so I can't make it like this. I can I can't make it like this and see and keep this area empty. So I have to make it balanced. The image that you can see have to be balanced. And balance is something like this. You can make it like this, and or you can make it like this. Hierarchy is to is help signal the importance of each element, like this. Contrast, like fading the background with a color overlay and with small opacity, black color overlay with small opacity, and then text on it to make the contrast. Framing like this, and grid like this, and this is a ruler that we took before, and also the field of the movement like this, and depth. So depth gives you a lot of good feeling in your design. These shapes you feel it like a 3D. And also this design here actually made a rectangle, white rectangle with only a border with no okay, I didn't explain this, I think. So when I told you about the layer styles, for example these layer styles, I didn't tell you about the difference between opacity and fill. Opacity, I told you it about it before. But fill actually decreases the opacity of the work has had done. Like, for example, if we move the overlay, if we get here and remove the fill, you can see that fill actually removing the layer, but keeping our work on it. Like for example, let's make our stroke bigger like this. So this black is actually the real layer. If we decrease the opacity like this, we are decreasing the opacity of the layer only, but keeping the opacity of our uh, layer style. So I forgot to explain fill. So now you can see that he actually made a rectangle, made a stroke, and made the fill is zero, and then he made these leaves to be over and under the stroke to make it like 3D effect. And composition is to combine these things together. So that was the graphic elements and designs by Alaid. Thank you a lot. Thank you very much. And also you have to always remember that graphic and art is a way to sell something, to inform, to entertain, or to tell a story, or to make many things. So this is actually a slide from my filmmaking course. So it's very important to know that the tool you have is used to do things. So you have to put in your thinking what is used for before start designing. For example, I covered many things in this image because I don't want to see it. But I want to tell you something. This is a design that was in the in some news Facebook pages, and this is a country X and this is a country Y. He tells you that country X imports. He tells you this is the graph of the imports of the country X to Y, and this is the exports of country Y to X. So what you feel that, oh, the green one is better. The green one exports a lot. But actually, this is the feeling and the goal of who made this design. But actually, this is not the truth, because the blue color here, he did to make you feel that this side is worth, and made this green color here to make you feel that this side is better. But actually, that's not the truth. Why? Because in the design, there is a small number here for it's a billion, not a million. So this billion is this word here, Arabic word means billion. So this is $4 billion, and this here is in million. This word here means million. So here $800 million. Which is bigger, 4 billion or 8 million? 800 million. 4 billion, of course, greater. So so country X imports to Y more than Y export to X, but the design made you feel that the opposite. So actually, graphic design manipulates thinking. So it's very important to know what you want to deliver, because you can deliver the information, but in the way or the presentation way that you are delivering will make you put your goal, will make you make the others feel what you wanted them to feel. So it's very important. And also I wanted to show you FedEx. You know FedEx, right? FedEx is actually a company for transporting objects or packages. FedEx have a very cool thing. It's now visible. It's now visible because it's a design. Okay, I'll try to. Let's see it here. Okay. FedEx, I think you now can see it. FedEx, this logo is not only text. It have a good idea, which is an arrow. You can see an arrow. There is an arrow in this logo, which I didn't take, which is yeah, and reflects the idea of transporting packages. So you can see it here. This is the arrow. So you have to have this idea of to make a logos. Also, the mood of the design you are making is very important, because you can't make a design like this. What is the problem in design like this? The mood of this design is actually mixed, and you can't got it. Is it a funny and joyful and very happy design like this, or it is an abstract, an illustration, um, some information that I want to deliver that like this be? This mode actually is not normal. You have to make it like this to make it all joyful, all happy, or to make it from this to this, to make it all abstract, all information. So the mood is very important. You cannot mix the moods like this. So you have to know what the mood you want to deliver to the others. So this was about the designing or the graphics. So I want to tell you about the graphic world. This is a map that I made for a course also, but it was in Arabic, so I will make it quick for you in English. So the graphic world is separated in such a way. Let's make it like this. We have here the graphic world. I am sorry for my bad handwriting. So this graphic world is separated in three parts. the video, the 3D, and the photo. Photos are separated in many things. You have many fields in photo. You have compositing, you have logo, you have packaging, you have graphic design, you have, for example, layouts to make a books, and so on. These graphic fields, most of it have many softwares and illustration and many other fields. Photopea is a general software that can be used in so many fields of those. So this is our place here. So 3D, let's not talk about 3D now. There is another category of fields which is video, which have motion graphic design. So you actually took graphic design. So all you need to learn now is motion. It might be a step forward for you is to make some motion graphics. You can search for motion graphics and feel it more. And you have montage to make editing on videos, and you have visual effects, and you have animation and 2D animation and so on. And also there is 3D. 3D is to make some 3D like Toy Story movie or a Pixar movie or a Disney movie or the ads for Pepsi ad or something like this or any soda. So these ads mostly are made from some 3D models. These 3D models are used in designs or videos. So this is also a separate field on its own. So to learn more about these fields, and 3D is interfering in both photo. To learn more about this, you can search for Ali Shorosh and check this video. This video is subtitled in English, and you can see that I am drawing for you a map with all softwares
ايا بقى كان مجالك او ايا كان.
for all the graphic fields that you need. Then I will tell you every field which softwares are used in it. So this video I think it's very important. So this was for today's session. And last thing I want to tell you about, this video is a brief history of graphic design. It's only 3 minutes. I want you to. Here it is.
Gutenberg developed the first
This video is actually very cool. Will give you some motivation and some knowledge about the history of graphic design, as I told you in the previous session. So that was today's session, and see you next session. But I want you the next session to prepare two things. First of all, to make a project on your own, to try to make a design on your own, so I can see it in the next session and tell you the pros and the cons, the very good things in the design and the things that you want to enhance it, so we can get benefit of this session. And also I want you to from the second thing I want you to do is to go to Behance, search for any projects. I want you to try to figure any image that you don't know how it is made, and send it and show it to me. Send it to me and I will show it in the next session, and I will explain how it is made. So the next session, it is very big part on it is built on you, is built on your project, and built on the designs that you want me to tell you how it is made, because the next session is the last session and I want you to get benefit of it at most. So I want you to get the chance, um, to to tell you about how to make the designs that you loved. So that was today's session. Any questions? I feel lonely this session. Okay, that was today's session, and thank you. Bye.